The Citizen Report is a production of New Shannon Media. All content protected under copyright.
And welcome to the Citizen Report. I'm Jonathan Shannon, and thank you for joining me tonight. As always, this newscast is real in-depth American. Thank you so much for joining me. My co-host, David Heller, is off. Well, I've got a video to play for you here on the Citizen Report, and that is a video that was uploaded to Donald Trump's Twitter account. Now, by all appearances, he seems to be doing well, and if you ask me, he's frankly badass. I mean, he is absolutely it's clear to me God is seeing him through this. He is by all appearances resilient. God's hand of favor is clearly upon him and for him. And I want to play this clip for you, but something that's very interesting about this clip, and Marfoogle News on I believe YouTube was the one that pointed this out, and I want to give full credit to his channel, because if it weren't for him, I probably would have missed this. In fact, most likely I would have, because this is a kind of detail that could have been easily overlooked. But the clip is about 4 minutes long. I'm only going to play a short bit of it so you kind of get the gist of it. And then we're going to kind of break it down and analyze it a little bit. But I think it's very interesting, given what I've been talking about, particularly on the Friday, Friday afternoon broadcast of the Citizen Report. It's a very interesting given what I was just sharing with you with some of the theories and stuff. Now, it is my job here on the Citizen Report to show you what I'm seeing. It is up to you to decide for yourself and reach your own conclusions and research for yourself. So without further ado, let's go ahead and share this clip. I'm going to have something to say about this in just a moment, but first I'm not going to play this whole thing. I just want you to get the gist of it, and then we'll talk about it and I'll analyze it a bit. So here we go. It'll take just a second to load. And it's coming up now. Stand by.
I want to begin by thanking all the incredible medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everybody at Walter Reed Medical Center. I think it's the finest in the world, for the incredible job they've been doing. I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. I have to be back, because we still have to make America great again. We've done an awfully good job of that, but we still have steps to go, and we have to finish that job. And I'll be back. I think I'll be back soon. And I look forward to finishing up the campaign the way it was started and the way we've been doing and the kind of numbers that we've been doing. We've been so proud of it. But this was something that happened, and it's happened to millions of people all over the world, and I'm
All right, let me pause it right there. I just kind of wanted you to kind of get the general feel of what this video is about. Now, I want you to notice a couple of things, and I hope it's picking up in the recording, but I want you to listen again as we play. I'm only going to play this time a few seconds of it. This time, I want to draw your attention to the background noise having to do with, not Trump's voice, but the background, like white noise. Now it could just be the air conditioning or heater, whatever they're using, but it's a very interesting sound, and I'm going to play for that, and I'm going to let you see what you think about this, because this is a very, very interesting sound. Let's just play it again.
I want to begin by thanking all of the incredible medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everybody at Walter Reed Medical Center. I think it's the finest in the world, for the incredible job they've been doing. I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. I have to be back because we still have to make America great again. We've done an awfully good job of that, but we still have steps to go, and we have to finish that.
All right. So, sounds like air's moving, okay? And I'm just going to leave it at that. I think a lot of people can begin to kind of speculate in their mind what the noise actually is. But let me go ahead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw on this thing. I'm going to put a couple of lines on here. Let's do one here. Let's just do this. So the reason I'm drawing on this is because I want to draw your attention to the movement of the camera itself. And I'm trying to do quite a few things so you can kind of see here. So just hold on a moment. I'm just going to kind of draw on here a little bit more because I really want to kind of have good reference points for the camera movement. Okay, so this time I'm going to just a second here. Okay. So I'm going to play this now if I can. And again, watch these lines and watch the camera movement because the camera is not staying stationary. Now, it could be that someone's holding the phone, but I have to say the person's sure holding it pretty darn well because I'll tell you what, on my best day, I cannot hold the camera, cannot hold a camera perfectly still, if you know what I mean, on my best day. So let me play for this for you again in just a moment anyway. Hang on just 1 second here. I'm going to play this for you here in a second. All right, so here we go. Pay close attention to the lines and see how things kind of move around a little bit.
Begin by thanking all of the incredible medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everybody at Walter Reed Medical Center. I think it's the finest in the world for the incredible job they've been doing. I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. I have to be back because we still have to make America great again. We've done an awfully good job of that. But we still have steps to go, and we have to finish that job. And I'll be back. I think I'll be back soon. And I look forward to finishing up the campaign the way it was started and the way we've been doing and the kind of numbers that we've been doing. We've been so proud of it. But this was something that happened, and it's happened to millions of people all over the world, and I'm fighting for them, not just in the U.S. I'm fighting for them all over the world. We're going to beat this coronavirus, or whatever you want to call it, and we're going to beat it soundly. So many things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which I'm taking right now, condolences, country, and we're doing well. And I think Melania.
Now, this is what I think is so compelling right here. In a 4-minute time span, this video is 4 minutes and 2 seconds long. Okay. Notice how much Trump, the flags, the table, the paperwork or whatever it is in front of him on this desk, notice how much it moves linearly, if you will, in a linear fashion, meaning up and down. Not so much sideways, though. Like if I were holding a camera, mostly like it would move in all directions, at least subtly. Even on my best day, where I could really, really hold it well, I'd have a good handle on the camera, and still there would be those subtle movements. Now, yeah, you can use stabilization, but that only works so well, and you will see signs of distortion a little bit where the shapes in the video clip kind of morphs a little bit, just ever so slightly. Watch this. Now, there is a slight move to the right, but that may have more to do with the flag having, not a straight up and down shape here. But again, it's for you to decide. Let me know how over the target I am with this possibility. And what I'm fixing to say, frankly, is I don't think I mean what could this be Air Force One? Could this be a aircraft carrier? I mean, it's up to you to decide, but I think it's very, very interesting. Again, let's just skip around here. Okay. In fact, I'll do better than that even. Let me put another shape, this time something that's pretty much as straight as it can get on this video clip. Okay. And now, if I can get this to work.
I want to begin
All right, let's watch this again.
by thanking all of the incredible medical.
I'm going to mute it this time. Now, I'm going to skip around. Again, this is 4 minutes long. 4 minutes. Mostly up and down, maybe a little bit to the right, if that. But overwhelmingly, it's clear. It's mostly up and down. In 4 minutes, you're telling me that someone holding the camera can manage to angle down just a little bit, but not really side to side. In this particular moment, maybe a little bit to the side, not dramatically to the side. Again, it's mostly up going down a little bit. So I'm just again, it's up to you to decide, but I'm asking the question, what do you think this is really about? What do you think is really going on here? Something else too, he's not wearing a tie. Now, even if even presuming everything is as it's being reported in the mainstream and by the White House, Trump always wears a tie. I mean, clearly. I mean, there have been times where Trump has clearly not been completely 100%. We all have those days. And yet he wears a tie. I don't remember a time when he wasn't wearing a tie. It's been rare at most that he's ever gone without a tie. See, he's gone through the trouble of wearing all this stuff. The flag pin. He has a suit on. Heck, he even looks like cufflinks right there on his right sleeve. And of course the flag pin on the left side of his jacket, but no tie. I'm just asking a question here. Let me know what you think about this. And I just think it's a very interesting video clip in that regard. I'm happy to see the president is obviously doing well. And I would just advise you to, the media is trying to blow everything up right now with trying to make it seem worse than it really is. What you need to see is going to be what Trump puts on Twitter, because that's what he wants you to know. And my best advice to you would be to do not watch the mainstream media, or maybe just a little bit of it, but not much, because I'm telling you, they're going to try to put in the mainstream media is trying to, I think they're trying to instill fear. They're trying to sow doubt that Trump's going to be okay. He's going to be fine. Okay. God didn't bring Trump this far for something to happen now. It's just not going to happen. God is taking care of Trump. We need to continue praying for him. But I think that, again, let me know what you think. Because, again, I wasn't the first one to take notice of this. It was because of Marfugal News. Marf of Marfugal News, that YouTube channel. See, I saw a clip from that channel tonight. And I must say, it got the wheels in my head turning a little bit about the what ifs in terms of what could be going on here. There's already been theories, shall we say, but I just think that I want to know what you think. If you'd like to put the comments, be careful what you say. Try not to use any words that you think YouTube would pick up on with their algorithms. If you're trying to say something, try to say it kind of in a kosher or in a fashion that YouTube is not likely to pick up on, because they're out to censor people that are independent news. And so I will keep looking for new possible leads on this, because I think it's a very interesting. Again, Marfigel News, not me. I give full credit to Marfigel News for picking up on this. For at least, you know, it was because of his video that I'm even doing this video, because I wouldn't have noticed it this quickly if I ever did notice this rather strange detail in the video clip. You know, when you think about it, when an airplane goes up or goes down, things do move around a little bit. Even with sophisticated autopilot, you are going to have subtleties. Doesn't mean that the plane is changing altitude, really. You know, it's got a trajectory in terms of, well, I say trajectory. What I'm really trying to say is it's got a fixed altitude. I'm not even saying for sure it could be that. I mean, or it could just be that he really is at Walter Reed. But my point is that I'm bringing this to your attention. I want people to look at this and see what they think, and I want people to think for themselves. I do not want, the last thing I want is the mainstream media to have their say, because the mainstream media, they're anti-America, frankly, most of the outlets. Aside from a few hosts maybe on Fox News, and then you got the more independent outlets like One American News and Newsmax. But other than that, I mean, you like CNN and others, they're just, you know, they're anti-America. So last thing I want is people being fooled and manipulated into fear by CNN and others. You know, I want people to do their own homework and reach their own conclusions. All right. So that's pretty much all I have for this episode, for this broadcast of the Citizen Report. I appreciate you watching as always. I'm going to have probably a full broadcast tomorrow, or Monday at the latest, I should say. But I wanted to go ahead and get this out and to your attention as soon as possible, so people that are watching for these kind of details can kind of start doing their own homework and trying to figure out what exactly is going on here. So as I said, let's recap here. We have the video clip where you have these movements, but it's mostly up and down. Maybe a little bit side to side, but not much. Mostly and definitely mostly it's up and down. And then you also have a faint white noise in the background. Again, it could just be an AC system or some kind of air movement in a building. We don't know. You know, at Walter Reed, we don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I've already said what is possible, but it's up to you to decide for yourself. So on that note, thank you for watching the Citizen Report. I'm Jonathan Shannon. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you right back here again next time. Have a good night, everyone.